Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on this channel. This video is going to be different from all the other ones I've been doing. We're still going to be reviewing a trade here, but I want to show you kind of some technical difficulties that you could possibly run into when you're trading for some of these prop firms. I kind of went into this with the mentality like, hey, this is too good to be true kind of concept where you pass their evals, you pass their rules, and they give you money for making fake money on a simulated account. And even though these prop firms are known to pay out, and people have been paid out, and there's stories of success, there's these little things that you might deal with that you could probably relate to. But I just want to show you guys some of the dangers to doing this, and we'll kind of review my take on this part. But I'll show you this execution of a trade I did. It was January 10th, and I got put on a ghost reversal trade after I hit the close button, after it filled my bracket order to tag me out of the trade. And now I don't use that much size because I'm just taking it slow and steady, right? Small wins to consistent payouts. And I do copy trade a lot of my trades, and sometimes I just do single trades. So I lost two of my PAs with Apex because of this same ghost reversal trades. I wasn't able to manage all three accounts right away. I was only able to exit this one, which is the last one standing, and get out of a trade before it gets even worse for me. But I ended up losing two PAs because of this error. And I know it's not Apex's fault. It's in their policy that they're not responsible for any issues with Rithmic data feed. And it just kind of sucks. But I'll go over that at the end. Right now, I'm going to show you real quick. We're going to zoom forward to it to show you where I get out and where it places me in a reverse trade on the opposite direction. And I believe on this first trade, it eats into my profit by 5 points in the red. So I'm up a few. You can see I'm up 12, 14 points. And I try to get out, and then it places me in a reversal trade right there. Looks like that's the one it got out pretty quick, so I didn't. No, it does say I got filled at 16,835 for a short, and then it tagged me out at 16,830 for a 5 point loss. So you can see it hit my bracket before I even hit close. So there should have been no issue with like a double trade submission on Rithmic's end, and this was about a day before there was a server connection issue. And let me show you this second part. The second trade I took, because I was pissed off. It ate about $100 off my profit. So I got greedy and I wanted to get it back. But let me show you the second trade I took this day. I got tagged out, and letting this baby play. Boom, right there. You can see the trade's still going. I hit close so we can cut it off, but ended up putting me at a reversal trade again. So I got out short. I only lost 2 points that time, so it wasn't too bad. But I think on the day I only ended up with like $230. That's in comparison to losing two PAs on top of these slippage. Like I said, I was able to close these ones out, but I wasn't able to close out my other PAs. So I ended up getting a little too late on those, and I lost those because of the live trailing drawdown. Now, this isn't ideal, and coming from trading stocks, I still trade stocks right after I'm done trading futures. I've had issues with brokers that have data connection issues and do this too. And that's the same reason why I left them immediately the next day, transferred my money out of that broker and moved it to a better one. I did that with Thinkorswim. They had that with when they were with TD Ameritrade. They had fill issues and lagging issues, and then eventually ghost issues. So I left, went to Interactive Brokers. I started using their default platform. with their API, and it put me on some ghost trades too, and I couldn't get out of it. So I had to contact the brokers, and essentially I ended up settling with Lightspeed, who's my current broker now, and these guys are immaculate. I gotta say, I don't have like some partnership with them, but I do recommend them. There's like zero slippage to none, and everything's just great with Lightspeed. But bringing it back to prop firms for futures, right? This technical issue should not be a thing. I know these prop firms are not held accountable for this, but they should at least do some sort of fixing for the customers. And I know Apex does that for when there's like a widespread outage on the Rhythmic data connections. They'll fix everybody's. But for singularities like this, I've sent or not Top Step, sorry. I mean, I've sent Apex this footage, and with a complaint, I didn't, well, it's not really much of a complaint, but I did ask them if they could fix it, and basically that day on January 10th, I was the only one who had the issues with Rhythmic, and they just told me they can't do anything about it. Now, if this was a real, live account and this was my portfolio, I'd say like, I'm out of here. I'm moving to a different one. But unfortunately, you can't really do that with these prop firms. I already paid the fees. I got my money in here, that's just waiting to be withdrawn. So at the end of the day, I just got to stick with it. And that's the unfortunate part here. If they did contact Rhythmic just to fix my account, I'm sure it would cost them more money to do that for one person than it did for me to pay their PA activation fee. So in a business sense for them, it makes sense not to help me out, right? But I'll tell you right now, they're losing a customer to buy more accounts. So I've lost 2 PAs. I just got the 1 PA now, and hope to God no more issues happen. They've given me instructions on how to deal with it, and that's just clearing your database cache, right? But if it still happens after doing that, I will be recording my session every day. But if it still keeps happening, dude, I'm calling it. I'm ending this PA and I'm moving to a different one. But that's just not right, because as a trader, you already deal with so much, right? You're dealing with technical analysis. Am I in the right side of the trade or the wrong side? And then on top of that, 80% of it is your psychological, right? You're battling that constantly. So to add in a third factor where it's completely out of your control and you can't do anything about it, right? It's something you can't account for, because slippage is something you can account for, but this isn't that. This is just software issues, technical issues, and that should be like the first thing that people look at when they're trying to build a system to cater to proper trading. This is not realistic, okay? So I'm sorry for that little rant there, but I wanted to show you guys kind of the flaws with these prop firms, and just be wary. Be wary of what you pay for. I have not experienced this with other prop firms, but I will say that if I do experience it with the other prop firms I'm using, I'm currently with my funded futures and Buell Knox. They're like snappy with customer service. They'll be quick on the draw to help you out and fix your issues. So I don't see a reason why I should keep sticking with Apex. I kind of regret putting all that time, even though it was just a week to pass the PA. It took me 4 days, but it kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. All that profits, right? Wasted. But that's my take on it, guys. With everything, it doesn't happen to everybody. It just somehow happened to me, and it's not even because of my system, Wi-Fi connection. I paid top dollar for everything. I've got a PC that has a RTX 4090, so that will last me 10 years, and then I got the i9 processor. So everything's crossed off on the list. It's nothing on my end. It's just an error on the data or Rhythmic data connection, and I'm not even blaming it on them because it could easily be fixed. But yeah, that's my take on it. I hope you guys experience better and you don't get the errors I'm getting, but beware of this, okay? Just be careful moving forward, protect your profits. I missed out on about $160 of profit on this day because of this error. Still ending on the green, but take what you can get. But yeah, expect some more videos from now on. We're just going to be doing some trade recaps, and I'll see you till next time.